Hey YouTube, Tutti back again with another gift. Yeah. Well, gift IOU, eBay, pickup, and the old booter, the old Tales from the booter. So shitloads cooler today. Still a little bit warm, like as in muggy in here, because obviously it just traps the heat. But yeah, a lot more comfortable. Not actually sweating, but still got the beers like. So welcome to all the new subs. Really cool for you to join us. It's hard getting up this morning, I must admit. So yeah, what have we got? Did all right today. Did all right. Got some good little stories actually, so I'll come to them. Obviously, you know, with the car boot bit. So yeah, without further ado, as is customary on my channel, I will go to the gifts about IOU. So there's a chat we'll watch on here. There's loads of people that I'll watch on here. But he's into his car booting a bit. No, it's not that. Thought I'd put Flashback on. See how it's getting a remake. It's in the old retro game magazine. So thought, yeah, why not stick that on the background? Still looks wonderful. I remember playing Another World on the Amiga with my mate John, and when he first seen it, we were like, absolutely blown away. We played that to the end. Actually, we completed that. Awesome game. Right. So anyway. Trade, yeah. So one of the chaps that I watch, Retro Chef Lee, he's building his sort of channel up, if you like, in his collection and whatnot. So he does a lot of Gumtree and, like I say, car booting and whatnot. So he picked up, now I can't remember if it's from the car boot or it was a job lot of PlayStation 2 games. I think it was a job lot, but it was a duplicate. So I sort of said to him, yeah, I'm interested. This is what I've got. I don't think there's any much he was interested in. But he just said, look, he really kindly said, don't worry, as I've done in the past as well, just, you know, have it on tick if you like, and we'll sort some out later on. So, Lee, absolutely superb, mate, and yeah, he was, he sort of texted me and he sort of said, you'll know when it turns up and it's from me. Yeah, it looked like a fucking drug mule package. I don't think I've still got it. I might still have it, hang on. It's fucking insane. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, because I've ripped all the... I remember I was going to show it. So this is what it looks like. Look, a fucking bomb. And obviously had his like little, my address obviously on there, and his little logo thing. But yeah, I'm not sure the postie was like a bit... What the fuck is this? So yeah, but anyway. The note from Lee. There's his little logo, look. Hello Stuart, aka Tutti UK. I hope the game finds you well. I also hope this will push you into modding my Super NES. In this fucking heat, you got no chance, mate. I still need to do Adam's 16-bit Brit, and I had a look at it yesterday because it was a little bit cooler, and it all needs doing. And actually, I'll come to that because I've got something today that might help that. Maybe next time we can do a proper trade with your fodder. All the best, Retro Chef. He's even like signed it. It's like some fucking official contract. This is not an official contract. No, cheers to that, Lee. Awesome. And the game is, you twat, Clock Tower 3. So, I mean, he's picked up 2 copies. I've never seen it in a while. In beautiful condition. It's all packaged lovely, etc. You know, expect nothing less. Survival horror. Not something I've ever played any of these, to be honest. I don't even know what. I'm assuming Clock Tower 1 and 2 would be PlayStation 1, perhaps. Don't know. But yeah, please guys, check Lee out. I'll stick him down below. I'll put his link down below. Okay. Who was it? Shenmuso. He did his latest pickups. Said something about a Mega Drive game, really good one. He got Mega Turrican, and he did message to Salah, asking him about a manual or something like this, and I hadn't got back to him. But basically, he ended up getting a full refund and obviously keeping the game. So he's really chuffed about that. So sort of got one over, if you like, on the resellers. I've done a similar. That's a lie. It's not a similar thing, but I've got one over on them, so to speak. I've got a really good fucking deal, and to be fair, he honoured it. And I didn't think he was gonna, because I thought this is a bit fucking odd. And he even messaged me and said, "Oh, I did that by accident." but I'm still going to honour it. So I think because I paid for it, I don't think there's much he could have done, to be honest, because then the onus is on me because I've bought it. So if I'd been waiting to pay, as in like won it and then waiting to pay, I think he could have cancelled it. But because I'd literally paid, like buy it now, there's not much he could have done. So yeah, I was just perusing, as you do, looking for the Sega stuff, obviously because I only need X amount of games, I think 5 for the Master System, just on the off chance. Not that they're probably ever going to appear there for a decent price. And I come across this, and that's sort of double took. It's missing the manual, but fucking, that doesn't matter. So for 99p and something like £2.50 postage, I think, yeah, £3.50, I picked up a boxed. Okay, the box, he didn't send it very well either, so he must have been really racked off. So I've kind of pushed it into place a little bit. Probably needs the old, the iron on it. What's his name? Guy from Northern Ireland did it. He's left now. I can't remember. The Stig. His little ironing technique. So without further ado, anyway, it's Virtual Racing for the 32X. Like I say, the box is a little bit squished. But the cart's there, the insert's there, it literally is just missing the manual. So if anyone, I don't suppose anyone's got a spare manual knocking about. But yeah, for 99p, he must have been fucking, I don't know, call me all sorts. But like I say, to be fair, he said, oh well, I'll honour it. But then I thought afterwards, I don't think there's much he could have done, to be honest. I don't think he could have, unless he just basically, what I thought he was going to do actually, I thought he was going to say he's posted it, not post it, and then give me my money back. So I was waiting for that. So yeah, I mean, he probably picked up from the car boot for 50p anyway. From the old crack converters. Where did I seen this somewhere? Actually, no, I know. I seen it at the car boot a couple of weeks back, and the disc was fucked. And I can't remember, someone else many moons ago was on about this. It's actually quite a good sort of smash 'em up. I think that's the word. But anyway, it's 360 compatible, and it's for the Xbox, and it's flat out. Yeah, so a squid from the old crack converters, and it's in pretty good condition. I do remember, because I remember, well, I mean, it's got some service. It's nothing that's going to stop it working. But the one I seen at the booter was fucked. So yeah, flat out for £1. And then in the charity shop, there's some PS2 games, all shitty, sporty things. This one I wouldn't have picked up. I think I've probably already got it anyway. But anyway, I wouldn't have picked it up other than the fact that it's sealed. So I don't know if it's any good to anybody out there, any weird PS2 sealed game collectors. But it's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Chaos Bleeds, and as you can see, it's got the official seal all the way around it. So yeah, if anyone's interested in that. No, my beads are hidden behind, but I don't think actually, I think I might have it, but even if I have, if someone wants it because it's sealed, then I'm quite happy to let them have it. You know, give us a shout, PM me. Right. That's all the pickups. Oh, what I will say, Lee texted me about obviously the sort of game and stuff, and I just sort of said to him, yeah, I'm going to do the video today, etc, etc. And he said, oh, be nice. I said, what do you mean, be nice? He went, oh, it's just because what you said about Mostin, which is Retro Game Hunter, because I call him Mostin 2 times, because, well, he says it more than 2 times, but he tells you the price of the game that he's bought, or whatever, about 50 fucking times. I said, look, I'm not being mean or horrible, but it does. But no, Lee, honestly, you know, you're okay, mate. It's just a bit of banter. It's nothing. Yeah, I don't mean to be horrible. Yeah, made me laugh, made me chuckle. Right, car boot. The old booter. It was, I think yesterday it was ominous signs, and then today, yeah, let's be honest, I don't suppose it's any different up and down the country. It's a little bit still warm, but it ain't baking, ain't boiling, and I think it put a few people off. So again, it took a while for the booter to really get going. I seen Lee there again. So I hope he's not fucking planning on turning up too often. But it's good to see him. He had his little specs on, and yeah, we mooched about a bit, but I'm a bit of a... I have my own little way of doing stuff. I'm pretty sure that other people that go to the car boot have their methods and whatever, so I tend to sort of work better on my own. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, we crossed a few times and chatted and etc. So it was good to see him though. He's a cracking lad. I'll link, you could probably know him maybe, but I'll link him down below again anyway. Cube Master General. So yeah, I showed him the lizards. I didn't manage to show him the fag hag. She was there, Lee. I went to text you. She was there with a fucking holdall bag thing that she's got. What else happened? Yeah, the lizard man was there. Bumped into my mate who does all the DVDs, and the other sort of reseller guy. I pointed that out to Lee. I said, look, he's alright. He buys fucking anything. I seen him buying a bongo, like a proper bongo drum. I'll say he buys fucking anything. Metal detectors a lot. So, right, where do we start? Start at the beginning. How did we get on? We did alright, yes. I bumped into Lee actually at the stall. So Lee got there sort of, I don't know, 10 minutes before me or something like that. And he sort of said, he goes, well, I knew you said you got here early, so I thought I'd turn up. And he went, I think I'm too early because there's nothing here. And I was like, yeah, I know, but you've got to fucking turn up, because if you don't, they'll fucking go through it like a plague of locusts. So, yeah, but there was a stall there. Had a couple of crates of PlayStation 1 and 2 and other little bits like guns and whatnot. And Lee was obviously looking in there, and I looked down and he sort of finished looking, and I've seen this game and looked across at the other box and seen that game. And I was like, right, I'm having them then if you're not interested. So I picked up, I think I got this one from this stall. I did, because I think I got one for £3, or £2.50, I can't remember. So the game that Lee sort of just didn't bother picking up, yeah, I wasn't sort of sniping him or anything like that, but he just said he'd already got it, so I was like, fuck it, I'll have it as trade fodder or move it on, it's not a problem. So I've got another complete copy, although the case is fucked, but it's only a normal double case. You can get one from the charity shop, fucking Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, to replace that, and it's Final Fantasy VII Platinum, complete. Discs are alright, they're alright. Yeah, I mean they're not, not pristine or anything like that, but they're alright. So there's that one. And this one, I'm more happy to get this next one than I was Final Fantasy, because I've just never seen it. I've never seen it. Never seen it in a while. I've never seen the second one either. And that's Point Blank. Now I know Daz, Walsh Sock, he loves these games, and I must admit that when I've seen his gameplays, they look alright. Scream. So, like I say, I'm more happy to pick this one up than I was Final Fantasy. It's all complete, it's all there, really good condition. And then this one I picked up again, purely trade fodder. It's missing the manual, but the cracking games. If you ain't got these, honestly, you're missing a trick here. And it's Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. So no, there's no manual with that one. Disc. Yeah, it's got some surface scratches on it, I ain't gonna fucking lie, but it'll play, I'm sure. And then this one, luckily enough, I picked this one up, but I picked it up thinking, actually, I've just got that on the Xbox, and this might be a good trade for it, because I've got it on the PS2. It's a good job I picked it up, because I ain't got it. It's Destroy All Humans. I've got Destroy All Humans too. That's complete. Disc's absolutely fine on that one. So, yeah, that little lot. Sure, it's £2.50 or £3, I can't remember. But I was like, yeah, fine. Snapped his hand off. So, I say that's where I bumped into Lee. Weren't much going on at that point anyway. Wandered around. Lee was in his little hot pants and his vest, freezing his butt off. So he just goes, well, what do you do? I said, you just have to keep walking and just wait for him to turn up. And I just sort of said to him about asking people. I said, you've got to ask him, because if you don't ask, I said, he'll ask, and you'll end up with fuck all. So he was sort of getting where I was coming from with it all, because it's fucking brutal and it was really bad today. Case in point, before I get on to the next sort of pickup, the normal sort of lizard guy worked there last week. Now obviously sort of chatted to him a little bit today, and I've realised he's not local. He's not from around here, because he said after where he'd come from, it's pissing it down. So I was like, well, how far have you fucking come then? But because I just sort of said, he asked me, he goes, oh, how'd you getting on? And I was like, nah, it's fucking bust, sort of thing. He went, yeah, tell me about it. And he pointed to this other guy, and I might have mentioned this other guy before. He's about fucking 6'5". He looks like a fucking Andre the Giant lookalike, big oafy fucking guy. But again, he's one of these people that buys fucking anything. But he's really vocal as well. People who go to car boots probably know what these people are like. Got any vinyl? Got any this? Got any phones? Got any? And fucking just buys anything. So obviously he'd muscled him out. He'd muscled the lizard out of something. Because he was only a little guy, and he was like, fucking, he was like, bloody hell, bought a competition with me. I was like, what are you on about? He goes, fucking him over there. He's terrible. I went, he can't be any worse than you. No, he goes, oh, I know I'm bad. I goes, yeah, you are bad. So he kind of knows. He kind of knows. Which is, I thought it was quite fun. I just thought, fucking hell, that is you comeuppance there. Now you know how we all feel. But yeah, that guy there turns up every so often, and he's a fucking brute. Because you wouldn't, I mean, you know, he looks like he ain't all there as well. So even the guy who buys the bongo said, it's going to turn to fucking fisticuffs round here soon. Which it didn't used to be like that. I remember Rich King Retro saying when he went up north, I think somewhere, he went to a car boot, it was quite like that. But it's always been quite chilled, relaxed. I don't know. Maybe everyone's feeling the pinch and they're all getting a bit tetchy. So, enough waffle about that. What do we get next? Where do we go next? I picked up... Oh no, fucking tell a lie. I got this from charity shop as well as... Not bad. Now, I think I've got this. But I couldn't seem to find it. I might have moved it. So I could be confused. I don't know if I've got this, but if anyone's interested, let me know and I can check. But it's B-Movie. It's complete. The case is a little bit at it. It's all, like I say, it's all in there. All pretty good condition actually. That's from charity shop. That was. It's a quid. Forgot about that one. That's hidden underneath there. Yeah, I seem to be picking up a lot of fucking mutant space games. Don't know why. Right. That was that one. Random. Sticking with PS1 actually. Random game. Just in some. The lady was getting the car emptied. It was just stuck out, sticking out. I was just a bit odd. Just like a pile of knitting needles and shit like that. So I looked at it, I thought, actually that looks like an early release. Even though the front cover doesn't look like it should have been, if that makes sense. It looks like one of these cheap 505 or Midas games. So I picked it up, looked on the spine, and was like, fucking hell, that is quite an early release. And I've never heard of this game actually either. Never heard of it, and it's Supersonic Racers. And it's number 80, look. So, it's by Mindscape. I remember Mindscape on the old Amiga days and stuff like that. But, never... Because I say 80, you would have thought... You know, in and around when the PlayStation was released, a lot of the games would have been really hyped up, you know, you would have known about them and stuff like that, but... Again, the case is fucked on this. But yeah. Yeah, so there's no banner, but 50p that was. I'll have that all day long. Okay, what do we get next? No, there afterwards, that was that. Okay. Right. Oldish couple there. Emptying the car and whatnot. And I just sort of, you know, as you have to do, you don't happen to have any, you know, video games or anything like that. He's like, no, we ain't got anything like that. And he had like all old electronic stuff, like old stereos, like, well, not a big stereo, but like a, I don't know, you call them like Rasta Blasters, that's what I used to call them. Bits and bobs like that. And his wife goes, oh, we've got DVDs. And I'm like, oh yeah, not in a minute, I'll look at them afterwards. But then I noticed, because when she said that, she was putting the car in the boot. So I goes, oh, you have got some games there. Just seen like the Wii symbol, and I think there's 4 games. Pulled them out, and they had like fucking stickers on them for the price. I was like, oh, because I thought that's what the prices were. And to be fair, they're a bit water damaged. Well, one of them's quite badly water damaged actually. One of them's not so bad. So I sort of said, oh, actually, they're a bit water damaged, like a bit at it. And he was like, oh. And I went, yeah, I said, and he goes, well, what do you think they're worth then? I said, well, look, they're not worth the price you've got stuck on them. And he was like, oh, no, that's not what, I don't know where that's come from. Must have been someone from before, whatever that means. So I sort of said, I goes, well, I ain't worth, I said, £1 or something like that, £1 or whatever. And he was like, we can have them for £1 each if you want then. I was like, alright then. So I left the sports one there. I think it was like some basketball or some shit. Like I say, one of them's not bad. One of them's probably just needs a new outer case. And the third one, I don't know, it's a fucking annihilation. So, the annihilation, and this is from bad to worse, is Alien Syndrome. So as you can see, and I don't know if you can see that, you probably see it in the other one, they wanted 10 quid, but inside, it's not that bad. Inside it's alright. Yeah, and the discs are fine, so they've been left out or something, I don't know. So Alien Syndrome, you should see it better on this one. Rampage Total Destruction, so you can see the 10 quid. This one's just the back's fucked, but hopefully if I swap the actual case out, maybe I insert, that'd be fine. Again, internally, it's fine. It's fine, so yeah, someone just obviously hadn't took care of them. I hadn't took care of them considering they're fucking asking 10 quid initially. And the best out of the bunch, condition-wise, is Toy Story Mania. When I showed my daughter that, she was like, oh, I want to play that, I want to play that. I said, yeah, let me clean them all up. Actually, I forgot. It even includes the little glasses, so. But they've gone off now with the nan, so they've gone on holiday. So they're going to get a chance to play these yet. So, I say wanted £1 each, and I'm sure I've got all three there for £2.50. Random. Youngish lady. I think it was with her mum actually. I asked her to like get the game. She said, "Oh yeah, somewhere buried in there." And I was like, "Oh, do you know what you've got?" And she sort of said 360, whatever. I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll pop back." I wasn't that fussed. But she remembered me, so I ended up walking past the store. She went, "Oh," and she thought I'd come to get the games. And she went, "I've got them here." I dug them out. Again, 2 sports. Yeah, one was yeah, 2 sports games, and then there was this one. And I just sort of said, "Oh, how much? What you asking in your games?" She went, "Oh, I don't know, £2 each." So I said, "Oh, would you do £1 on this one?" She said, "Yes." I was like, "Fucking bonus." So I got Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops. Again, it's not to keep. I'll move this on just to finance. Disc is yeah. I mean, it needs a bit of a clean. I don't think there's anything there that'll stop it working. No, it's just a bit of grime. But yeah, it's got the usual surface scratch on. It's not mullered or anything like that. So if anyone's interested in a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops, give me a shout. So I don't like the shoot yourself in the face games. Right. Oh yeah. Oh. There's a lady there. Lee was with me at this point. So I don't know if these are any older than I can't remember. But Lee was with me at this point. I turned up actually. I was looking at these. There's a lady there pulled out boxes of DVDs. Because I asked her if she had any games. And as she was pulling the box out, she said, "No, I've just got DVDs." So I had a like nose over it, and it's like, oh, actually, like quite a shitload of manga, anime ones. But it was all like what they call it's called Manga Force. I think it was like a magazine subscription type thing, and a lot of them were sealed. She had like probably the whole season or series of Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that, and all the classics on the Manga Force label, like Akira. So I mean, I was looking through them. I picked this one out because this is one that I needed. Leo was asking me like about them. He goes, "Oh, I don't really know." I said, "Well, look, if you want to know where it all started, pick up Akira, like, because it's a quality film. That's really what caused manga to really take off over here." So she was asking £2 for some of these. I was a bit, fucking hell. So yeah, switched the charm on. Got it for £1. It's a pretty good price. So I've got a copy of Vampire Hunter D. I say if I was really into the manga, you could have done all right there. But I say they're all like, they weren't the original labels, they weren't the original releases. It's on that Manga Force label. So not really my thing. But that was the only sort of standalone one, if that makes sense. a random controller for £1. Always, it's in pretty good condition, so I thought for £1 for the GameCube, got a white controller, always useful to have. If anything, what I was planning on doing is I need to find one to rob the stick off it for me Incredible Hulk controller. That's that. That was it. These two here. There's a little lad there with his dad. Had like a mat out. And all odds and sods and shit. I've seen one of these games was on its back. So I sort of waddled over. There's like fucking spread out shit everywhere. It's right near him. So I flipped it over. I was like, oh, alright. Underneath it was a few other games. I said, oh, how much PlayStation gives you 50p each. I was like, have them. Again, purely trade fodder. But it turns out, no, I picked this one up thinking this is the one I needed, and the other one I picked up was just trade fodder. So, Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex on the Platinum. Weirdly enough, there's Crash Nitro Kart inside as well. So there's a loose disc of Platinum Crash Nitro Kart if anyone's interested, and Wrath of Cortex on the Platinum label. Put that back in there. So the game I thought I needed, which goes back to earlier on, is Destroy All Humans 2. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, I need that one. And I say get back in, it's not. It's actually the other fucking way around. So for 50p, I say I'll just CEX both of them, get my money back easily. Where do we go next? Right. It's gone warm already, fucking hell. Let's drink faster. Okay. There was two ladies there, had all like kids fucking clothes and stuff like that. Again, asked them, got the games. And she was a little bit obtuse. She sort of said, oh yeah, buried in there somewhere. So I was like, oh, okay, pop back. So I came back about 20 minutes later. I said, oh, any chance you found them things yet? And she was like, oh, what things? I thought, fuck it. I said, yeah, the video games. And she just like picked this back up and passed it to me. I was like, fucking, do you want me to buy this stuff or not? So I had looked through them, and yeah, they weren't anything spectacular. But then I seen these couple of games, I thought actually I might grab them. So I've got 6 games. I think I give her a £5. So one of them's a duplicate, but I couldn't remember. 2 of them were duplicates. Sorry. Well, start again. One of them was a duplicate, and I knew it was. The other one is a duplicate, but I wasn't sure. So I've got another copy of a Hello Kitty Roller Rescue. It's all complete. I didn't know this is the only Hello Kitty game on the PlayStation 2. Daughter loves Hello Kitty. Right. The rest of them were these SingStar ones. So this one I've got. I've got this in the blue box, and when I checked, I know why now, because this is like a bundle pack, this white one. So it's SingStar Legends. So this is like not to be sold separately. So it must have come with like microphones or whatever. And then I got another 4 SingStar games. So SingStar Pop World, Anthems, all complete, Rocks, and Party. Now, it's got to set the world light or anything like that. Oh yeah, so the item that I picked up, I sort of referenced earlier on to do with the modding. And I was looking at buying one of these because when I checked the mod that I did for Adam, he sent it back to me. Obviously, it's been knocked about in the post. Now, what you've got to remember is, guys, I don't do this. Is not profession for me. I don't mod, and I'm not a professional modder. If that makes sense. So stuff I mod stays here. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't get thrown about. So having looked online, what I've found a lot of people do is when they do the soldering and whatnot, they actually sort of hot glue a lot of the contacts back into place. So I thought, oh, actually, yeah, you know, that makes sense. So I was looking on the old Fleabee, as you do. That's like hot glue guns and all that kind of shit. Not expensive by any stretch of imagination, a couple of quid. And would you believe it, the car boot, you know, the car boot goddess, ask and she shall supply. So for 50p I think it was, and it's quite a good make actually, a Bostik one. Got a little Bostik hot glue gun. You could buy them little sticks online for a pack of fucking 5 for a quid or whatever, I don't know. So yeah, hopefully guys, Adam, 16-bit Brit more than anything else, I'll get that sorted for you, mate. But like I say, as even mine's not running, you can tell I haven't touched anything. It's just too hot. Which I keep saying every single week at the minute. I feel like a fucking broken record. Right. Where do we go next? This is not in any order now I'm jumping about because there's stories to some of the other stuff which is a lot better. This on some random guy's stall. He had like the Guitar Hero shit and everything else. And I was seeing this underneath. I looked at it and I thought, has it been opened? I can't tell. I don't think it has. I think it's just been chipped. So for £1, and you can't knock it for a quid. It's still sealed. Yeah, because it's one of these vacuum pack seals, so you can't pop them open. But I've got a PlayStation 2 controller, and that, like I said, the only just have got a nick out of it, but I don't think you can open these without actually cutting the box. So you never know. In 30 years' time. But for a quid, I'm not going to argue. And then for another quid, again, I don't think I've ever seen one of these. I've heard, well, obviously heard about them because they were out at the time. As far as I'm aware, all the stuff's in here. So for another £1, I've got an Xbox Live Starter Kit. Absolutely fucking no use to man nor beast, but it's quite a nice nostalgia piece. Just quickly show you. It's got the disc in there. Obviously, whoever has had it has obviously registered it back in the day, and it's still got the headset, and it's all in like pretty good condition, and all the paraphernalia and you know that shit is all in there. And when she sort of said £1, I was like, yeah, I'll have that, because like I say again, it's just one of them things you never know, do you? Further down the line, because when you come to this Xbox One or whatever, that'd be like 3 generations old. That one there. There, right. Let's finish off the Xbox. These are off two different stores. Got them both, actually 2 sets, for £1.50. So they wanted £1 each. So 2 different stores, got them both for £1.50. And I think Lizard had been at this one before, because when I asked the lady, she said, "Oh, I've just sold 1 or 2 of them." And obviously he wouldn't be interested in these anyway, because they're not big ticket games. I'm pretty sure it was in, because I remember seeing with Fable. I can't remember if it was Fable 1 or 2, but anyway. I've got that, so I wouldn't have bought it. So I had my list, check the list, these are needed. This one, I'm sure, is on the PS2 as well, which kind of threw me a little bit initially, because when I first seen it I thought, actually I've got that, I would have picked that up, but I hadn't. And that's Wrath Unleashed. So yes, they're all complete, all in really good condition. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, again, all just off the list for the compatibility. Actually, no, yeah, I've just thought. There's another 2 here, and this is off. Well, I realised it was the same store afterwards. Okay, so I'll have to tell the story. So, the guy pulls up with like a trailer, low loaded trailer. And before I'd even fucking said anything, right, to the miserable old bastard, fucking bald head with glasses on, fucking cunt, excuse my, really pissed me off, because I just walked up, like, don't even fucking bother, not started yet, don't even fucking bother, and I was just like, fucking so close saying, oi, you fucking dick, but I didn't. I thought, fuck it, because I looked in the sort of trailer thing, and it didn't look like there's much there, like fucking old stereos and shit like that. So I was like, fucking twat. it did annoy me a little bit, because there's no need to be like that, you know. If you don't, the thing is with the car boot, you got, I think a few people might, Rich King Retro's done a car boot, whatever. You make most of your money in the first fucking hour or whatever, when most of the people there are buying stuff are going to buy it. If that makes sense. But equally, I can understand people. Look, I'm not set up yet. Please, come back later. There's ways and means of talking to people. This guy's just fucking cock. But trouble is, well, actually, it wasn't that bad, but it could have been really fucking bit me in the ass. So I was like, whatever, fuck off. Carried on, walked round to whatever, and then I've noticed the lizard guy at this store about 10 minutes later, and he had a slim PS2 box. I was like, oh fucking hell. So I wandered over. So I think what had happened is, I think the dickhead was like their uncle, but there was two lads, an older kid, younger kid, and their mum. And I think what they've done, they set up two stalls. So the miserable old shit had his crap, and then young lads had their stuff. So I could see the lids digging about in this low-level trailer. I was like, fucking hell. I walked over, seen an old Xbox One on top. And I was like, and he was too busy with the PS2. So Xbox One off, looking at the games and stuff. Found two. I thought, no, actually, tell a lie. Didn't find anything. Turned round and I seen the younger lad pulled another bag out, and it had all PS3 games in it. Nothing that I would want, kind of thing. And there's some PS2 games that the lizard guy was sort of digging about or whatever. And to be fair to the lizard guy, when I was in the Xbox box, there was a power lead for the slim PS2, and I sort of did say to him, and people might say, what would you do that for? But look, I'm not a nasty bastard. I went, this is your you'll need this, that's the power lead. And he said thanks or whatever. So basically then, he was buying the stuff off the sort of mum and the son. I looked at the Xbox stuff, couldn't really see anything there. It had like I said, a load of PS3 stuff, didn't really see much that I wanted. So moved away from that sort of side of the wagon, if you like. Went round the other side, and I think Lee was there then, because I looked in the box, looked in the back of the trailer, and they had a boxed Xbox. Or am I getting confused with the stores? I can't remember this. No, I'm sure it was the same one. Boxed Xbox One, and then they had another box with a loose Xbox and Mega Drive 2. And asking about the Mega Drive, that's Streets of Rage in it. Because to be honest, I'd only really bought it for the power adapter. They're fucking hard as anything to get. Went, no, I ain't got it. I was like, oh, fucking bollocks to it. And I think Lee might have got the Xbox, I don't know. So, that was that. And I was like, fuck. So I thought, I know what, I'm just going to look in the back of this trailer to see if the power lead's there. And I looked in the box with all like China or whatever, and I was like, what the fuck? So there was a random game in there. And I was like, okay, I opened it up. It wasn't the right game in there, but I thought, fuck that. So I asked the lad, how much do you want for it? And he was like, I don't know, a couple of quid. I said, you take a quid? He said, yeah. So it's a bit of a mishmash, but I've got the box, manual and instructions, everything else for Super Mario. Another copy of New Super Mario Brothers. But the game, oh, and I've still got the points. Still got the points for Mario as well. If anyone wants to exchange some points. But the game is Mario Kart DS. If you can see that. So, excuse me. So that's for a quid. This is where it gets confusing. So, later on, went back to this sort of stall, and I don't know what they've done. They've put like umbrellas up and stuff like that. It looked slightly different, obviously. And I think they might have moved the trailer, because that's what threw me. But they clearly separate the stores out. So the young lad was there, and he had all his PS3 games and stuff like that, and all his Xbox and PS2 games. And I noticed all the PS3 games. I thought the lizard would have had them, but anyway. So he had some Xbox, checked through them all, against my list. There's 2 that I needed, which is a bonus. Now this one I actually don't see that often. It's the other one, and I thought, oh, that's the fucking same one that I've already got. And it wasn't. And it's just, I haven't seen this before, but it's T3 Rising Machines. Complete, all there. And this one again, I've got this, the alternate version. I think it's called the Ultimate Edition or something. I can't remember now. But it's Doom 3. So, and this is where this fucking twat. So I was talking to the lad. You know, I was just being civil with him. He's probably about 13 or something. And I just sort of said to him, because after he pulled my list out, and people get a bit freaked out by that. And I just explained, look, it's just a compatibility list. That's all. I was chatting to him because I asked him how much his PS3 games were. He goes, oh, this row is £2, this row is £5, blah blah blah. And I said, oh, what about your older Xbox ones? He goes, oh, they're just £1, which I thought, that's fine, yeah, that's a sensible pricing structure. So I picked them 2 out. He goes, look, we do £150 for the pair. He was like, yeah. And I heard that fucking twat. Lad, yeah, you want £2 on each of them, then they'll knock you down to £1. I was like, fuck off. But I'd already paid anyway. I just thought, that's why all your shit's still there, you prick. But anyway, so what happened is then I bumped into the lizard, and he sort of just said to me, he goes, oh, cheers for that power, you know, about the power. And I said, no problem. I said, I knew you needed it anyway, like. And he went, he goes, they were pissing me off. I was like, why? Because it's like fucking hard work. Because obviously he bought the slim PS2, and obviously piled up these because he asked how much the PlayStation games were, and obviously the lad had sort of said £1 each. So he piled all the PlayStation games up. I think he's going to get all these PS3 games for £1. The fucking knobhead had obviously then said, I don't need the new ones, and then the other lads come over, because I think he asked the older lad. The younger lads come over and goes, oh no, they're £5, so he just put them all back. This is quite funny, but you know, some people just fucking deluded, absolutely deluded when it comes to car boot and what you can expect to pay. And there's another story of that as well, I'll tell you in a minute. But it's fucking nuts. My mate who works in the game shop, Jamie, I think I might have mentioned before, he buys all the DVDs. He's mainly into Blu-rays, so he picks like bulk loads of Blu-rays up and then trades them in or whatever. I don't know what he does with them. And the same with DVDs and shit like that, but that's not my thing. But to be fair to him, he goes, oh, have you seen the Game Boy over there? The guy's got a Game Boy, it's missing the back cover, it's got a few games with it. I was like, alright, because he's asking for £5. I was like, okay, wandered over. And I had asked this guy earlier on if he had any games. He said no, so this goes to show some people don't know what they've got. So I wandered over, seen it there. You know, obviously, yeah, no back cover, which is not a big deal-ish. So I can get it. Asked him how much, said £5. So I looked at it, I was like, he goes, well, just work. So, well, I don't know if it works. I said, well, we do £3, so it's missing the back cover. Someone must have asked him, because he said, oh, it is missing the back cover, so someone must have asked him before and walked away. So I said, always take £3. He's like, yeah. So for £3, I've got, which I think I need this colour anyway, so I'm going to have to dig out or try and buy a back cover, even if it's a third-party one off eBay. Black Game Boy Pocket, which is in reasonable condition. The obligatory Tetrai, good game this is. Man on 2/6 golden coins, and another good game is a Wave Race. So there's probably money there back anyway, and so that might just fund the replacement cover on that. Which is not bad. Again, I was walking around with the lad who buys all DVDs, Jamie, and I'd seen this store before. I'd offered the guy a price on these 2 games, and he weren't budging. He's only just setting up anyway. And I was looking at these 2 games, and this, I don't know, Jamie looked at this one, and he was like straight over there, asked him how much, because it was missing the disc. So he was there checking the disc, and I thought, well, fuck it, he's bought it anyway. So I was eyeballing these 2 games again, and ahhing about the price, which I sort of offered him £5 for the pair, and he sort of said no, he wants 6, and I thought, on principle, I'm not paying 6. So my mate James was like, oh yeah, it's missing disc 4. Put it down. And I looked over, And I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, it's missing disc 4, mate. And the guy goes, oh yeah, I did sort of say, because he wasn't sure which disc it was, and he's like, that's no good to me. Walked away. So how much were you asking for that anyway? He was like, I don't know, £1. I was like, fucking yeah, I'll have that. Straight away, I'll have it, because it's one that I do need, but obviously I've got to source the last disc. So I sort of said to him then, I goes, oh, you're moving on the price of them 2 games there. I don't know what it was, maybe it's about an hour, probably not an hour-ish later. He was like, okay then. So for £6, I got a copy, although not complete, I need disc 4, so that's going to have to be sourced off Fleabay. Black label Final Fantasy 9, which I've only got a platinum one, hence why I was, for £1, definitely. I mean, I don't know how much they are on eBay, but even if I end up having to wait at another car boot and someone's missing disc 1, I don't give a shit. For £1, I'll take it. And the 2 games that I was really after earlier on, so this is probably not the best price. Actually, it's probably not bad. It's probably what they would go for online, less the postage. So, not a bad deal. 2 7800 games that I haven't even got a 7800. I want a 7800 and I ain't got one. And I keep fucking, you know, just don't see them. Don't see them at all. Bloody Rich King Retro always seems to find them. So I've got, anyway, both sealed copy of Huey, Super Huey and Joust. So for £2.50 for a console I don't own yet, I haven't got yet. Before, the best deal ever. The best deal ever. Just going back to people and prices. This lady there turned up late. Her husband, young lad, and I just sort of said to him, look, I don't suppose you've got any video games, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we want some DS games and some PlayStation. I thought, okay, right. So, and they were like one of these people that like just took forever to get stuff out. So they eventually managed to find the box with the stuff in the games in. So there's the he said, "Oh, I might have some GameCube stuff in here." I was like, "Yeah, you know, right up my alley." Like, it was sports shit, Tiger Woods or whatever. So no, whatever. PlayStation games, yeah, but nothing I needed. It's got these DS games out. There was like Zelda, Zelda, Phantom Hourglass, no, Spirit Tracks, which is what I needed. Shit, there's about 3 others. 3 others that were alright. I thought, well, actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, I'll have these. So it transpires anyway that the PlayStation whatever games are the old man's, and the DS games is the mum's. So I sort of said, oh, how much are these? And he went, well, that one's at the PS2 games are £1, but them games, i.e. the DS games that I've got, they're the wife's. And she looked across and she went, right, well, for that one, putting at Zelda, I want 10. I was like, fuck that, put that down. Some else I want 5, some else I want 4, some else I want. I was just like, put them all back. And I was just like, oh, too much. They're too expensive because they're not even Zelda fucking Spirit Tracks isn't even £10 in the shops. Oh yes, it is. Don't you think I'd go into the shops? I was like, well, look, I'm telling you, it ain't fucking £10 in the shop. I know. And then to fucking make it worse, right, it really fucking pissed me off. The fucking lizard walks over, obviously sort of sees it. He went, and to be fair, he was like, have you finished with them? I was like, yeah. And he picks that up, and I just said to her, oh, she wants fucking £10 for that, mate. And then she went on the rant again. And I couldn't believe this. To which he fucking went, well, yeah, I sold one for £15. And I'm like, you've just fucking reinforced a fucking deluded view. But then he went, must have realised what a twat it sounded. But then again, it's car boot, so I don't think that's a real reflection of the price. Oh, fucking you cockhead. Fucking idiot. That really made my piss ball, that did. Right, pick up of the day. Easily. And I ran out of beer now, so I'm not going to get another one because it'll just fuck everything up. There's a stall there again towards the end, like one of the last ones to set up. I'd seen it earlier. The lad and his mum, he had like quite a lot. He had a PSP, and he had quite a lot of PSP games. My mate who buys all the bongos and metal detectors, he obviously asked how much the PSP was, and to be fair, I think she said 25 quid, which weren't a bad price. And there was some sort of Polish fucking immigrant hoodie fucking illegal bastard. How much are the games? And he had like loads of PSP games, and he was wanting to pay like £1 each. He was like, no, they're £2 or £2.50 or whatever it was. And it looked like the store had been annihilated. So I'd assume my mate had been there, and obviously my mate who does all the bongos, whatever, he would have fucking cleaned it out. And obviously this Polish guy's snapping up all the PSP stuff, which I ain't that fussed about anyway. So I just sort of eyeballed it over. Now I don't want. Moved on. So, oh, excuse me. So right towards the end, like I say, because they were on the last setup, they were one of the last stores. So I'm going past, and I look down, and I seen in a box a third party. It said Game Boy Light, like the light connector for the old Game Boy. So I just thought, you know, I don't know what it was, because normally I would have looked at it and gone, oh yeah, I don't want one of them. But I looked down in this like little plastic container it was sat in, like stood up in the front. So I picked it up, and as I moved it back, I just saw a corner of this, and I thought, huh? Like a little pouch. So then I rummaged around the box, and I seen it was on its back, a silver. Now my daughter's got one of these, and I think they're jewellery boxes, but obviously it's not. It wasn't a jewellery box, but it just looked from the back. It just looked like that. I'll show you in a minute. It's fucking brilliant. This is best fucking buy ever for ages for me, because I know that they'd all been there. They'd all been there and thought they'd cleaned it out. So behind the sort of Game Boy Light was this, and it looks like a camera thing. But what I noticed, it said SP. So I like pulled that, and to be fair, I didn't even check it when I was there. So I opened it up, and I just sort of kind of saw that. Right. So I was like, right, put that to one side. And I rummaged around in the box, because I thought, well, there's games here, and there was no SP or anything on top. But in the back of the box was that. Like I say, my kids got these, and they're like little jewellery boxes. So I just pulled it out, turned it round. It said that. I was like, whoa! So I quickly flicked the lid up, and then I seen that. And I was like, right, bang, straight away, shut the lid. And I just sort of said, oh, how much do you want for the old Game Boy stuff? And the lad was like, well, whatever his name is, fucking Kevin, Stephen, John, or whatever. Oh, I don't know. I said, couple of quid? And he was like, yeah, a couple of quid. And on the tabletop, there was these two. So I asked her how much these two were. She said 2 quid. And I went, 2 quid? And she was like a little bit, I went, she said, what do you think? I said, well, 50p the pair. And the lad went, yeah, 50p the pair. So for again, 50p, I got me 2 PlayStation memory cards. Because I know Alan U2, he's shortly, so I'll try and get a couple of sets out to you, mate. Because you should have said before, I would have included them. So in the little bundle anyway, right, so I got back, in the little bundle, there's not well, let's say this again. There's some right stinkers, and there's some fucking awesome. So happy with this. So for £2.50 with the memory cards, I think these are probably knockoffs, I don't know. Disney Princess, American, probably no shit. Army Men Advance, knockoff. Anything that's got an E in the corner, I'll just assume it's knockoff. Yu-Gi-Oh! Some championship tournament. Can't read it. That's not knockoff. Crash 2. Knockoff Cats. Well, I'm assuming it's a knockoff. Robots. Good game. F-Zero X, I've got that boxed, so that's up for trade. WF Road to WrestleMania. So a lot of these I won't keep anyway. Pothead and a Goblet of Fire. 2. Now this is a thread, so I'm guessing he must have a brother or sister or something, because There's 2 copies of Open Season, Finding Nemo. This is quite interesting. Game USA colour, 32 in 1 cart. Extra bonus, right, in the front, this little pouch. My mate Duncan sent me, I'm sure he sent me one of these. I don't know if I still need one or do I need the tray. But anyway, I've got a couple of backups if for future reference. 2 little wireless controllers, adapters rather. So that's quite cool. And then in the bottom of this, I've got these anyway, is Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Ruby. Ruby. Sapphire and Leaf Green. Fucking Ruby. Ruby's red, you twat. So that's them 2. Right. So obviously, as you've sort of seen with this one. So I knew I had like 2 Pokemon, but I didn't realise them 2 were there. So there's obviously another set. So I've got 2 sets. Again, like I say, he must have a brother or sister. 2 lots of them. And then I'm sure I need this colour. It's not in the best condition, to be fair. Screen wise, I don't know. It's smudged a bit, so it needs a clean up. But obviously the red, fire red is it? I don't know. SP. I don't even know if it works. I didn't care. Yeah. So there we go, guys. Fucking find of the day, £2.50. And all the lizards and all the resellers all went past it. So there's a tip for you. And Lee, always look, because you never know. I just get lucky. It's all about luck. It's all about luck. So yeah, been a bit of a waffle, bit of a rant. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Please check out the guys, the other chaps down below. Got awesome channels, quite amusing. Sub them if you like what you see. Alright, so I've got probably nothing in the pot. I've got nothing ordered actually, so there's not a great deal that I sort of want or need other than the Master System stuff, so I need to save some pennies up for them because they're quite expensive. So yeah, if any of that shit there that I've mentioned is available, then drop me a PM. PM me, guys. Don't do it in a messaging thing because I don't know, I just don't like conversing that way. Does that make sense? So PM me. Like I say, the 2 sets of Pokemon are up for trade. Final Fantasy is and stuff. Sale's probably better for me, unless there's something really that I want that you've got. So yeah, don't take offence if you offer me a trade thing. I'm not going to automatically accept it. It's only if I want it or need. Well, if I want it or that I need it for a collection kind of thing. So yeah, rant over. I'm going to have a couple of beers because the kids have gone off now with the gran, and I'm going to chill out. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon.